everyone, welcome to April's Empties. These are Scentsy Empties. I did a small video with non-Scentsy Empties on another post. So I typically warm probably 3/4 or more of Scentsy. I love it, but I do dabble in other things. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over my Scentsy Empties for the month. And also I like to break it up into what's current, what's retired, and then other things. So let's start. We have Berry of Paradise. This is a really long-lasting fragrance. It's a soft strawberry, sweetened strawberry with Bird of Paradise, tiny bit of floral, I believe, and vanilla. This one, I remember when I first smelled this, I wasn't crazy about it. I thought, like, just cold, I thought could barely smell it, but when I warmed it, it really changed. I really enjoyed it, and I was really glad to see it back in the catalog. So this is something is definitely a repurchase for me. That's an older one with the sticker of the scent of the month, obviously. Here's another favorite of mine, Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. Now, I'm not a big pumpkin fan of food or drinks or anything like that. You know, what month? I mean, I think it's like October, November. I just can't wait for those pumpkin posts on Facebook to be gone, but sorry for people that love pumpkin. But this is a great scent. This is the last month that you can get this. Now, it is in the clearance, so whether or not it stays in the clearance until it's gone. Basically, it is, to me, it smells like a cinnamon roll with a tiny twist of, like, I don't even know if I detect pumpkin, but it's like a beautiful warm fragrance. I love it. It's excellent. I love it. Okay, we have Honeymoon Hideaway. I really like Honeymoon Hideaway. I do wish it was a tiny bit stronger, as I said before. I usually have to put a couple cubes in. And I did make some samples with this because I try to make samples that are current, put them in with my orders. And customers really seem to like Honeymoon Hideaway, so. Let me see if I can look up the scent description really quick. Honeymoon Hideaway is lily, kiwi, and coconut palm. So let's go with a couple recent scents of the month. This is the current scent of the month, Johnny Appleseed. I did use some of it to make samples, and I melted through quite a bit. My family loves Johnny Appleseed. I love it. My daughter especially loves it, and I always find it interesting when you send, I always put scent of the month samples in with my orders as well, and then sometimes as soon as somebody gets their order, when they message you right away and say, I love, you know, and I got 2 messages recently, I love Johnny Appleseed, they said, so, and they said they let their 6-year-old pick out what fragrance to put in, and that's the one they picked. So probably, hopefully we'll be seeing Johnny Appleseed as a regular in the catalog coming up. It might be kind of dedicated to the spring and summer catalog, but still. Okay, upcoming May scent of the month, Grapefruit Swirl, or why do I always want to say that? Grapefruit Sunshine, excuse me. I think I have a vendor wax called Grapefruit Swirl, that's why I say that. Grapefruit Sunshine. It is citrus, grapefruit, and vanilla, and to me it is not tart. It is a nice, well-rounded fragrance. I really like this. I think it's a nice balance. I don't think it's too strong on any of the components. I really like it. It's about a medium throw and a medium duration, so I think it's going to do well. Okay, what do we have next? This was a spring forward. This was March scent of the, no, what am I, February scent of the month? February, I don't know, I can't get them all straight. No, February was, this was March. Okay, spring forward. It has Italian bergamot, raspberries, and cedarwood, I believe. What I like to do is put this with Peppermint Rush. I don't know what, I think I had a lot of Peppermint Rush. I wasn't crazy about it. And I thought, well, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of Peppermint Rush to kind of tone down the Peppermint Rush. Or I added Spring Forward to tone down Peppermint Rush. And wow, they work really well together. This one, as you can see, was a little goopy, and I think that's why I wanted to get rid of it. This is very strong. But the staying power of this and this together, they last for days. So people keep sending me notifications. Okay, next. Okay, so we're into that kind of transitions us into the older fragrances. So let's start with Bright and Cheery. This was nothing fantastic. It's just kind of like a lemony fragrance. It wasn't very strong. I used a little bit in my bathroom and a little bit in my son's room. Oh my gosh, look, I have wax on me. It's retired, but if it ever came back, I wouldn't repurchase. Okay, Very Merry Cranberry. It was really cold. There was a couple of days where we had a lot of snow, and back in early April. So I put in 2 cubes of Very Merry Cranberry in my bonus room. This was really nice, and it lasted for days and days and days. So I think it's like cranberry with a bit of some sort of tree scent. I'm not sure. If I looked up the scent descriptions, it'd be too long of a video. So, but I can. Next we have Gingerbread Donut. This one is a strong one. It's still very strong. You can smell it through the packaging. Some of these I had like a few cubes left, so I know this doesn't typically seem like a scent people would warm in April, but I was trying to use up some of the clamshells that I just had a few of. So I put this in my open concept space. It was very strong. I'm just going to look up the scent notes here. Scentsy. Probably, it lasted a fair amount of time. It's not, let's see, what does it say? It says, I think I need glasses here. Rich, indulgent folds of golden gingerbread, spiced donut, and vanilla bean. It's a strong one. It's strong. It's very wintry. Okay. The next one, I'm going to look up the scent description because this one was one that my family all commented on. One of my children is special needs. He doesn't talk, and he's in a wheelchair and everything, so he didn't comment, but everybody else did. So it is Cedar Cider. So around the time that we had the really cold weather, I put this in. I put it in my main area. I think I had 4 cubes. So I kind of divvied them up around amongst 3 warmers in my open concept space. It is an autumn medley of the reddest apples, cinnamon sticks, vanilla beans, nestled among fragrant white cedar branches. My 6-year-old loved this, my 12-year-old loved this, and my husband loved it. And I really loved it too. It was great. It doesn't, it smells better on warm. I really enjoyed that. It lasted for a while. Okay, so let's go through. I have 3 Bring Back My Bars, Baja Breeze. I had used this in my room, my bedroom, and I didn't love it. Gosh, okay. But when I put it in my son's room, I doubled up on the cubes, and man, it was nice in there. His room is the biggest room in the house where he's in a wheelchair. He's on this level here with us. So, yeah, it's very fresh, floral, majestic spa-like fragrance. It's really nice. Probably wouldn't get it again because it's a bit on the light side, but speaking of not light, this is a really old package. Someone gave this to me. It is German chocolate. This was strong. I mixed it with a little bit. The first time I melted it, I think it was 7 cubes I had she gave me. The first time I melted it, I thought, oh, I'm going to add some vanilla bean buttercream. The second time I melted it, I added crazy coconut with it from the kids line. And both times, oh my gosh, it's still so strong. It's like a strong chocolate cake. I'll look up the scent notes. German chocolate. Scentsy. It's got to have nuts in it. And funny, I got my husband one time. My husband's like, this Scentsy stuff is really putting me in touch with my feminine side. I don't know why people think that. It's not just for females, but so I took 5 bars and got him to smell different ones. And out of the 5 bars, he hit the scent, main scent notes perfect. When I let him smell this, he goes, I think I smell walnuts and chocolate. But I mean, German chocolate typically has like chocolate, the coconut, I think it's pecans. So let's find out here in a sec. Sorry guys. You think I'd be organized, but welcome to the freak show. Okay, we have decadent moist chocolate cake, icing, and coconut. So I guess there's no nuts in it, but traditional German chocolate cake has that goopy topping. So, but yeah. And it's got a really nice picture here of a cake that looks delicious. Very strong, very long lasting. If that was voted back, I would probably pick some up. Then we have, bring back my bar, Happy Birthday. So this is a fan favorite. It wasn't my favorite when I first melted it, but it kind of grew on me. A friend, we traded a couple. I just wanted to try this. So what I ended up doing as well is I had a candle that was, I don't melt a lot of, or burn a lot of candles at all, but I had an older candle called Grandma's Kitchen, I think. Anyway, it's in a mason jar. I forget what the name of the company is, but I really liked the smell, but it was sooting. It had a lot of oil on the top. The candle was sweating. And I don't know if that was why it was sooting, but I kind of cut my losses. I put it on the melter, like a hot plate melter, liquefied the whole candle and made tarts. And then what I did was I took the Happy Birthday and I added some of my Grandma's Kitchen tarts, and man, that was a nice combination. So this is described as here we go. It is sparkling sugar, fluffy whipped cream, and warm vanilla extract. Yeah, it's pretty good. It did not come back and bring back my bar, but when it does, I'll probably pick up a bar or so. Okay, so 3 more items to go through, and these are non-wax related. So the first is a Welcome Home car bar. So I put this in March 1st, and I took it out like after the first week of April. I can't really smell it at all, and I probably couldn't, it might have lasted a month and I left it in a little longer, but it was a nice fragrance. I'm kind of into the Welcome Home lately, so I would probably pick up the Scentsy Go pod. Scentsy Go, in my opinion, is the way to go. Some people think, well, the investment of the actual fan-operated device is might be a lot of money, but you know, if people host parties or whatever, they can get it half price. But in my opinion, it's really the way to go for the car, but that's just me. It's my favorite. Okay, so this still has about 2 scoops left, but what I've decided to do is when I get low on something, I'm actually going to stop and put it on my website, my Scentsy website, my Facebook site, and offer it up to anybody that's interested in trying it, just because making samples and putting them in bags and finding the labels and then hoping the scent doesn't dissipate. I don't know. I'd rather just leave a scoop or 2 in the bottom and let them sample it that way. It's got all the directions on it and everything. So this is Amazon Rain Washer Whiffs. It was lighter than the Scentsy Clean for sure. I do love the smell, just probably not in the washer whiffs. And to be honest, I don't use the laundry liquid. I don't use the Scent Soft and the dryer disc. This is all I've been trying. I'm just trying different ones and seeing which ones I kind of like. I have a lot of laundry liquid soap to use up, so I won't be buying Scentsy anytime soon, but I would like to try it. So that's that. And the last empty I do not have. It is a Honeymoon Hideaway counter cleaner. And same thing, I let the bottle get quite low and I offered it up, and one of my coworkers has tried it and she's already placed an order. She loves it. I love the Honeymoon Hideaway scent. Right now I'm using Amazon Rain and Counter Cleaner, the Counter Clean, and I do like that one as well. Honeymoon Hideaway so far has been my favorite. what was I going to say? I can't remember. I did actually, people have been messaging me to get another order, so I do have another order coming. But I'm hoping to take the month of May off. And I have so much wax myself, I have to put myself on a ban. I think maybe 2 months until bring back my bar, and I'm going to be sad. But I'm getting a couple things. I think, you know, May 1st, no more purchasing for a little bit for me. I just have to use up some of my stash. So anyway, it's really hot and muggy here in Nova Scotia. I don't know what's going on late April, but I hope you're having a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.